All right, guys, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, my name is Sean. We do camping, cooking, product review videos, kind of a little bit of everything. So today I have something very different. It's not something you would think that I would do on an outdoor camping channel, but I thought long and hard about it when they approached me, and I was like, how many times could I have used something like this, out camping, RVing, just all the different scenarios. And so I was like, you know what? I think it could have a decent purpose, for van lifers, RVers, people with kids, people with dogs, all the different things that you might possibly need a dryer for. It's a portable dryer. I mean, it literally is teeny tiny. It weighs nothing. It's like 33 pounds, easy enough to carry around. It's not that big in form factor. In all reality, I think it's like 30 inches long and 23 something high, and I think probably 20 something wide. It has a dual motor system in it. I guess there's one motor in here that literally blows wind through here, air, at 50 miles an hour, which is supposed to just speed up the process exponentially, and then it has quite a bit of features to it that I thought, I just, like I said, I did quite a bit of research on this before I said yes, because a couple reasons why. One, it's expensive. It is not cheap. So I had to say, is this really worth it? Now, if you have an RV, for example, that doesn't have a washer dryer, which those can be very expensive in and of themselves, the little portable guys, the price isn't terrible. I can tell you what I thought in my head was, with kids, how many times are they out jumping in puddles? How many times are they out getting in the rain? Dogs, falling in, and not falling, swimming, jumping in the lakes, jumping in the river. They come back, you got to dry them off. If you're going to put them inside something, inside the RV or inside the tent, they need to be dry, which means you're going to wet a towel. How many times have you been caught in a rainstorm? How many times have you got your gloves wet or your beanie wet, where it's like, it's cold, I do it all the time. I'm out in the snow and the rain when it's very cold, 20 degrees, 25 degrees. Well, if I get a wet, wet gloves, wet beanie. And so I've spent many a days running the truck full blast on the defroster with all my gloves and everything, that I need on my person, up there trying to get them dry. So with a unit like this, I wouldn't have to do something like that. And supposedly, it's supposed to be able to run on a power station, so we have a fully charged power station here. I don't know how long it will run on a power station. We'll find out how much it uses here in a minute, and we'll talk about some of the other features that we have for it. It's got a shoe drying rack here, if you can see that. It goes just like that, and so you can put, it's got a whole shoe mode, the whole spiel. All right, so what we'll do is we'll get this plugged into our power station here. Make sure it's ready to go. Press play. There she is. She's powered up. Let's press and hold. Okay, and so now it gives us all the different options here. It's got a child lock. You can do a schedule on it. You can do the temperature. This is your, start and pause. It has smart drying, ultra fast, lightweight, baby care, silks, UV, it looks like. UV, yeah, shoe, and time setting. So you can, set it to dry for a certain amount of time if you think it's necessary. But I want to do a load. We're doing laundry. Today's laundry day at the house. And so I just took out a bunch of items from the washing machine that are still damp, wet. You know, they've gone through their thing. Even has a light here. That's kind of slick. Pretty nice to see. And let's toss those in there and let's see what this guy can do. All right, here's what we got. Got a couple of t-shirt, pair of sweats, pair of shorts. I just don't know how much we can put in here. A couple more t-shirts, maybe. You know what, let's put it all in here and see what happens. And some sweats. What we'll do, we'll close this bad boy up. It's like that. We'll hit smart. Actually, it wants a time setting, but we're going to do smart. It's like that. We're going to hit play. All right, so right now it's saying it's going to take about an hour and a half, but I bet you that goes down significantly, and it could be over full too. We're going to find out. But I don't know exactly how long it would take in the regular dryer, but our regular dryer tends to, maybe an hour. So at the moment, we're using 862 watts on the output. Okay, you can feel it moving the air around back here. We will give it a few minutes to do its automatic here and determine what it needs. Also, another use case for this, probably the one that they market this to the most, would be your big city apartments, especially like in New York City, where the apartments are about the size of somebody's bedroom, and they don't have really kitchens to speak of, and they definitely don't have hardly washer and dryers. And I know I've seen where people have to buy a portable washer connected to the sink, and then something like this would be perfect in a very, very small apartment to be able to do your laundry. The portable washers are very small as well, so more than likely this is probably exactly what this unit caters to. So let's see our child lock feature here. If we do anything here with that, it may already be on. I just wanted to see if that was something you could turn on or not, but it did turn the light on as soon as you touched it. Also, if this takes an hour and 24 minutes, and we're burning down over here, you can probably see it. We're burning down, well, it was 800, it's dropped to 500 now. It's not going to make it through the whole cycle, the power station isn't. Right, so I think for the purpose of this video, we are going to adjust this, and we are going to go to ultra fast. It says 9 minutes, and let's see what it does. Now it is a little bit loud with that fan blasting back there, so that's something to keep in mind, especially if you're using it in tight quarters. It could be a little bit loud for you. But I don't care. If it's getting the job done that I need done, it can be as loud as it wants. All right, it finished that cycle. Pretty sure it's not dry. Actually, it's close, but it's way over full. I can tell that right now. But they're probably about halfway dry. So here's what we'll do. Let's take about half of it out. See how much longer that takes. We'll go back to ultra fast again. Now it's saying 18 minutes. Yeah, I feel like it's damp in the middle where it was all wadded up, and it just didn't have enough space to fluff itself up. So I got to be honest on this. 860, 870 watts is pretty darn efficient for anything that makes heat. The fan I use for all my testing, 1500 watts. This is doing 870, and it's got that fan blowing, so that's impressive actually. If you're trying to be energy efficient with things. So just thought I'd point that out. All right, so the temperature of the air coming out of this thing is not bad. I can hold my hand here for quite a while. Quiet. Yeah, it's hot, but it's not like ridiculously hot. So there's enough heat there though. Using it in a smaller confined space, you are going to elevate the temperature of that particular room. So I paused it with 8 minutes left. It shut itself down right now. I just wanted to check to see. And this stuff's dry. I want to be fair to the machine. So that's dry. There was still 8 minutes left on the timer, so we'll throw the rest of our stuff in there. close it back up, press play again, and we'll let it finish its self out with this last half of this load. See if it gets that dry in that 8 minutes. Still a little damp. Oh, it's not going to take 27 minutes. Oh, I see you keep hitting it. Ah, there we go. You can extend it. That's probably what I did to get the 18 the last time. So we'll just do another 9 minutes. Whoops. No, that one. Start. Right, the second 9 minutes ended. And we're completely dry. So not too bad. So I feel like I did it a bit of a disservice when I overloaded it. So I've got another load in the washer. We'll test it again. We're going to do the shoes too. So let's do shoe mode here. See what this is all about. In there like that. Let's see if my ginormous shoes can fit in there. One at a time, maybe. All right, so shoe mode definitely generates some heat. It's pretty warm in there, but these shoes should be just fine. They're about halfway dry, so it was 30 minutes to begin with. It's probably going to take the full 30 to dry them, but at least they're not getting beat around in a drying fashion. So it's kind of nice. We'll see. I took them out a few minutes ago and checked the bottom. So if you're worried about any shrinkage or any heat damage, be careful what you put in there because it is warm in there. All right, we're done here. Let's check on our shoes. They are mostly dry, a little bit in the tongue, but that's okay. We'll let that sit. Perfect. Good enough. All right, we're going to do our towel, kind of like in the scenario we talked about. Let's say 30 minutes. Let's see if 30 minutes will dry that towel and those two rags. Okay, everything is dry. It would probably do excellent, for hats, beanies, socks, things like that, if you got them wet. But, yeah, can't complain. Be perfect in an apartment, perfect in small spaces, RV, etc. So, anyway, I'll have a link for you in the description. If it's something that you think you might want to take a look at, please use the link. But we'll see you on the next video. I appreciate you guys watching.